Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, you would have already have read the title, so I never really understood the whole why everyone feels the need to do that little introduction thing to every video. But yeah, it's just going to be a little chatty, get ready with me, update on my life, hoo-ha thing. Hopefully you'll be able to bear with me, but my throat is very sore, and I'm a little bit croaky, but I do have a big glass of water here to keep me going, so just bear with me. So I'm going to moisturise real quick. I've got the Body Shop Drops of Youth things, which are like my favourite things to put on my face. So in the last couple of months, some super exciting jazz has been happening. So as you can see, I am no longer in my background. I'm no longer living at my great auntie Kathy's house, which is where I was living temporarily until I could sort myself out. Moist. And instead, I now live in a different town. Oh, that's this stuff. I bought a new one because I really wanted it. I'm going to take my brow power and just do my brows in real quickly. I haven't done my brows in like 2 weeks because I've been off. So there's been like some serious exciting things happening in my life recently. So I've moved to a lovely little town called Seaford. I love this place. My grandparents lived here when I was a kid, and I've always been in and around Seaford anyway. Like it's less than a 10-minute drive away from my parents' house. So it's lovely. There's a train station, there's a beach, there's a few pubs. Like, it's just a nice little beachside town. I would never be able to afford to live somewhere like Brighton at the moment with my wages. So Seaford is like the next best thing because it has direct transport into Brighton. So if I want to go to Brighton for any reason, I can. But it also has like the beach and everything anyway. So yeah, that's my... Wasn't my eyebrows drawn on? They look really dark because my hair looks... Well, my hair's really light at the moment. I've actually got a new foundation to try. This is the B Superdrug Flawless Silk Foundation in the shade C1, which has SPF 15 in it. My foundations, I've got like 3 different ones that are all running out, and none of them have my shade in the shop. Because I've been poorly, I haven't been able to go anywhere, so I grabbed this because it was the only thing that was there that was, you know, relatively okay, I suppose. I'm just going to spray that a little bit. That'll do. So yeah, so I moved here in May. So May was a busy and exciting time for me. I now live with my best friend. He has been my best buddy. Oh, it's a pump. How cool is that? He has been my best buddy
Two hours later.
Great. Oh no, it's really pink. Okay, right. Well, let's see how this goes. He has been my best friend since year 7, so 2007. So we have been friends for yonks, which is fab. Coming up 12 years, which is pretty crazy. He used to live in a cute little place called Grwm. So we never actually got to see each other very often outside of school, but inside of school we would always hang around together at lunchtimes. Like, my school was a very small school, I went to a private school, so the classes were about 15 people per class rather than the mass amounts of people that you get in secondary schools, like state secondary schools, and even for college, like, my classes were like classes of 6 rather than classes of, say, 20. I don't really know how many people you get in standard college classes, actually. I never went. This is cute. This isn't too bad. This isn't too far. She's a bit pale, actually, but we can work with this. I only needed a light coverage because I'm only popping out. But, yeah. So he's been my friend for absolutely bloody ages. We kept in touch throughout uni, which a lot of other people that I went to college with didn't really keep in touch. Like, once I went to uni, that was it. Didn't really keep that communication up, which is fine. Like, people move on, people meet new people do new things, don't they? So, I mean, let's be real, it was super depressing at the time, but it happens. I've got this new Rimmel London Wake Me Up concealer I'm going to try as well, so let's give that a go. This is in the shade 010 Ivory, so it should be nice and pale, except it's kind of yellow. Yeah, so we kept up in contact together. We, you know, he's my best friend. He took me for my 21st birthday. He took me to go see a band that we both loved during school called Bowling for Soup. If anybody's heard of them, like, let me know down below. They're so cool. They don't actually tour anymore, unfortunately, but it was amazing. It was my first ever gig, and it was just really good fun. I felt really safe with him, because that's my thing with gigs, is that I was worried that with that many people I wouldn't feel safe. But he kept me calm, took me through everything. It was super great. And then we actually went travelling together as well. We went interrailing together, which was so much fun. I'll pop some pictures, like here, and here, and here, and probably here, here, and here. So we went across Europe. We started in Budapest, went to the capital of Croatia, Zagreb, however you want to pronounce it. Then we went to Slovenia. We went to Ljubljana in Slovenia, which was probably my favourite place that we went. We went to Bled, which is this gorgeous lake, so Instagram worthy for anyone that wants to go somewhere for that reason. And then we went to Munich and then Berlin, and he was in love with Berlin, and Berlin was great. And I actually took my mum to Berlin after we went, because I thought she would like it as well for the Christmas markets. So yeah, we've been through a lot. I've been through breakups that he's helped me get through. He's been through, you know, breakups that I've helped him get through. We've been through arguments with the parents. We've been through all sorts. And then the last year he moved to Seaford with his parents after finishing uni. And he was in sort of the same predicament as me, like finished uni, hadn't quite got like a job in his field as such. So we found a job together, working in that pub, and then eventually we started looking for houses and things together, and came across this wonderful place. So we live in a gorgeous ground floor flat, which we love to pieces, just using my Rimmel match, and we've been here 2 months now, and it's great fun. There's things that annoy me about living with him, and there's loads of things that annoy him about living with me because I'm a messy bugger, but it works. It's quite functional. I always forget to shut the kitchen cupboards. I'm very lazy when it comes to cleaning. My bedroom is usually a mess. I leave my shoes lying around, and I'm very reluctant to take the bins out if I can help it. Like, I would just wait and let them pile up and pile up and pile up. But on like the other hand of things, like Matt never undoes like loads or unloads the dishwasher, and he always leaves the bathroom a mess because he's a guy, and guys apparently mop roads that I never knew about. But yeah, 2 months in, we haven't killed each other, so that's what matters the most. Excuse me. So since we've moved in, we've had a few friends over, but nothing like too crazy. We were meant to be having like a barbecue, and we just couldn't do it. We couldn't get the time off together because we were both working so much overtime to pay for the fact that we'd moved in here, and we bought like a table and a sofa and stuff like this. So lots of little things that we didn't really know that we needed, but we did need them. I bought a bed and a new duvet and new pillows, and gradually things just add up. I've got the Superdrug Sculpt and Highlight Contour Kit that I'm going to use as well. This will be fun. So yeah, so we've been really busy, which has been great. And working together has been driving each other mad because I'm not the sort of person that will sit and slag off places, but basically I didn't get along working there, so I quit. It wasn't the job for me. I loved the customers, I loved actually working there, I loved doing the job, but the stuff that I was doing wasn't being recognised enough, and it was always negative, 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 and there was never any reward. So like, say if I wanted a day off or something and I wanted to try and move my shifts around to do that day off, like, it was always a massive deal and I was never allowed to do it. And then when it came round to it, I would usually end up having that day off, but it was the big deal about it to begin with that put me in a really crappy mood, and then I wouldn't want to work there. So I quit. Not before I didn't get another job. And this is probably the most exciting news that I have, because it's just, I'm still a little bit in awe about it. But so for the past year, obviously I graduated last July. There's a picture of me in my fancy gown. And since then I have been trying my little socks off to do some sort of animal-based work. Much to my dismay, this contour is terrible. It's just not, it's not any good. I'm swapping. Yeah, much to my dismay, I couldn't find anything or keep down anything long enough. I managed to do some like bat surveying with a few ecological consultancies. I went for a few interviews, but everyone would usually just not reply, not message me back, and that's basically because I didn't have the experience. But it's really, really hard to get the experience when no one will give the experience, and I can't work for free for everything because I have bills to pay, I have rent to pay, so I can do it. So I actually looked down a completely different career path compared to what I was originally looking for, and it worked. It actually worked. So near me, or near my hometown, near where I grew up, there's this small independent zoo. It's called Drusilla's. It's lovely, it's been around for ages. I remember going there as a kid, and I remember going back there for my interview and looking around going, nothing's changed. All these things from when I was a kid are still here, which they are, there's more things there now, but like all the little quirky things are still there, which is so, so sweet. And I actually went for an interview with them to become a trainee zookeeper, and I got the job. I went for the interview on the Monday. Actually, I handed in the application form on the Friday morning. The Friday evening, I had the manager ring me and ask me if I wanted to have an interview. And then the Monday morning I went to the interview, And the Wednesday morning, they rang me up and told me I had the job, which is mind-bogglingly fast, but it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be so amazing. Sorry if anything's moved. My granddad rang me and wanted to know if I was feeling any better because I had to go back up to hospital the other day, but I'll fill you in on that in a minute. I can't remember where we were at. I can't be bothered because I haven't got enough battery on my camera to go backwards and find out what we were at. But basically, I got a job in a zoo. I'm going to be a trainee zookeeper. It's going to be amazing. I'm really, really excited for it. And I actually start on Monday, the 23rd of July. So, whenever this goes up, it should be going up Saturday actually, if I plan things properly. This should be going up this Saturday. So on Monday is my first day. And I'm so excited. So excited. I would have started sooner, but I had to have an operation. So I haven't started any sooner than this. But hence the croaky throat, and I'll explain that now. But it's going to be amazing. I'm going to go pick up my uniform this week and yeah, get to know all the animals. It's going to be so cool, and I'll probably give you some updates at some point. What am I doing with my eyes today? I'm just going to do like an orangey, just a nice simple orangey smoky eye. Can't be bothered to do loads. I haven't worn makeup properly in like a week. I'm just going to put something on so that I don't look as gross as I did earlier. So, the reason I'm croaky, the reason I've been at the hospital, the reason I've not been feeling well, the reason I've been poorly, the reason I'm having to drink quite a bit of water is I finally have my tonsils out. Oh, I'm dying a little bit now. Yeah, I finally had my tonsils out. It's only taken them 3 years to finally agree for me to get those bad boys out. Because it's got to the point now where I can't even have any antibiotics. The antibiotics that you usually get for tonsillitis are penicillin based, and I can't have those. Like a lot of people in my family, I'm actually allergic to penicillin, which is something that only became apparent the last couple of years when I had to start taking it more and more and more because I kept getting tonsillitis more and more and more. So they moved me on to clarithromycin or erythromycin, one or the other, and both of those make me very, very, very poorly. One of them makes me violently sick, and the other one gives me such bad chest pain I think I'm dying. So they've told me to steer clear of those. So now if I get tonsillitis, I'm buggered. Like, that's it. There's nothing I can do. Like, my throat swells up. I have to stay away from people because I'm contagious because I can't have antibiotics. And finally, someone agreed and actually said, you know what? You might be a bit older than the kids that usually get their tonsils out, but you should have your tonsils out. Well done, Mr. Doctor. You were only a temporary doctor, but well done for finally referring me. 23 times in the last 3 years, I have had tonsillitis. My tonsils are so scarred, they were so huge, that the operation that I just had and I'm recovering from, they actually turned around and said that my tonsils were about double the size of someone's who they'd usually take out. Does that make sense? They're like double normal size. So, yeah, that's my first ever like operation, my first ever surgery. It does count as surgery. Like, I had to go under anaesthetic and everything, which is crazy. I was very scared. I will admit that I did cry, and I have cried since waking up as well because I didn't react to the anaesthetic very well. My body wants to kill me all day, every day. But yeah, it happens. yeah, so I didn't have the best reaction, and then Monday just gone, I actually woke up choking on blood, which was sad, because there was basically a massive clot at the back of my mouth. I don't know if you know anything about tonsillectomies, but basically at the back of your mouth, you've got your little uvula that hangs down, and then there's these two glands, which are your tonsils, which stop you from getting infections, blah blah blah, and they're usually the ones that end up with the infections themselves, and they swell up and they get covered in those nasty white ulcers and things. You get bad sore throat, you can't swallow things very well, you get high fever, but it's those two sort of things at the back there that they've taken out. So because they've taken them out, everything's swollen. The back of my tongue is very swollen, which is why I don't sound quite right. I also am not producing enough saliva because they give you an injection to stop you from producing saliva when you go under the knife. So yeah, I'm not quite producing enough saliva, but you know, that'll start coming back anyway. And my throat at the back looks like I've got really bad tonsillitis at the moment, except the glands themselves aren't there, so it's like a curved space now, which is just covered in nasty internal scabs. And what they do tell you about internal scabs is that they're kind of green. I have been keeping an eye on it because obviously infection is a thing. You don't want to get infected, it's not good. So, and I don't have bad breath, so I know that I haven't got infected. And I'm on drugs to stop myself from bleeding again, and I'm on painkillers a lot. And it's only this past 2 days that I've actually been feeling well enough to talk, to move around, and to come back to my flat. I've been living with my parents, which was fun, but a bit much after like 2 days. I love my family to pieces, but they can be a bit much, especially with the two little ones. They got bored of the fact that I was poorly like real soon, so yeah. So I'm recovering from that. When I'm recovered, I cannot freaking wait to go out to like some massive burger joint and have the biggest thing on the menu, because I'm fed up with soup and ice lollies. It's unreal. I have had soup now for the past couple of days, like 3 days now, because my doctor at the hospital was like, you can't have anything solid, you're going to keep making yourself bleed and then you'll have to stay in. And I dropped my mascara on me. Yeah, so I've been restricted to soft foods. So for dinner the other night I had baked beans and a sweet potato jacket potato. So I like baked a sweet potato and scooped out the middle and mashed it up in the beans and put some fake cheese on it. You know, like American style square cheese that you get in burgers. Put some of that on it, because yeah. And soup, I've been having lots of different types of soup, and it gets boring after a while, and when I'm walking around it feels like I'm like a washing machine, like everything, I can just feel all the liquid, which isn't cool. But yeah, I cannot wait for the day that I am all healed up and I can go out and I can have a nice gin and lemonade and a massive burger and some fries and I don't know, something really bad for me, just something really greasy and oily and crunchy and good and wholesome, and it's gonna be great. So that is the Mega Lash High Definition Mascara by Model Co. I'm going to go over that with my favourite Miss Hippie Mega Volume Mascara. This is a brand new one because it's still got the label on it and I could never get these off for ages. So I'm just going to put a little bit more mascara on there. I've got to start toning down the makeup a little bit because I'm really not going to have time, and I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb working in a zoo with a full face of makeup on, but that's alright, it works. And that's it, that's me done. I'm just going to spray my face, and I can't be bothered to put any highlighter on because I'm going to see my parents, so not going anywhere fancy. Do you know what I'm really looking forward to actually? A really hot spicy curry, because I'm not supposed to have spicy food at the moment either. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's my makeup. That's my update. That's it. If you want to meet my flatmate, put down in the comments below if you want us to do like a meet my flatmate, what's it like living with a guy video, or something like that. I need some inspiration, and I need him to actually buck his ideas up and agree. He said he would when we moved in together, so hopefully he will. Yeah, if you want to meet my flatmate, then write down below. If you like this video, you're just happy to see me back on YouTube, you stumbled across this channel and you're happy to meet me, then hit that like button. Hit subscribe, because I have got some more videos coming. I'm going to do a room tour. I'm going to ask Matt if I can do a flat tour, because obviously it's his stuff as well, it's his place as well. Don't want to intrude. I've been thinking about doing one of those what I eat in a week videos, but at the moment it would just be soup, 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 bit of mashed potato, water, painkillers, and maybe an ice lolly. So it'd be really boring, so I'm not going to do that. And then what else we got? Can do some favourites videos. I've had lots of time to like sit and work out what my favourite things are, because for the past 2 weeks I've had nothing to do. Hence the recording, editing, and hopefully putting up in time. So yeah, that's it from me. I hope you liked this video. I hope I didn't ramble on too long, because I've got to now sit and edit it. Yeah, I'm going out to see my parents. I'll see you next time. Bye!